New details on that toxic train derailment in East Palestine tomorrow. Alan Shaw, the CEO of Norfolk Southern, the company responsible for the mess, will testify before Senate committee. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and Senators J.D. Vance and Sherrod Brown will also testify. They're expected to make their case on why rail safety legislation is needed. The talks in Washington come nearly 2 months after that toxic train derailment.
Today, first responders from East Palestine and other communities were in Bellevue, Ohio, for a safety training workshop put on by Norfolk Southern. That's where we find Chief Investigative Reporter Bennett Haverly.
The train behind me is meant to be an educational tool. This safety training event is put on by Norfolk Southern in response to that derailment. The rail company has faced criticism for what happened, but a spokesperson tells me that this is about training first responders. He denies that it's about optics. Did they learn worst case scenario things? Because one of the lessons that came out of East Palestine were some of the fittings melted. And there was confusion over what was actually in the tank cars because the placards, the diamond placards, melted. So do you guys go over that as well?
Yeah, so obviously the training is meant to be a training. It's not a stunt. We want to bring these guys out here to learn what could happen on the railroad and how to respond to it. We go through a number of different scenarios, and in addition to that, obviously with regard to East Palestine, what happened there, we continue to work with the NTSB, the FRA, to identify what we can do to make Norfolk Southern an even safer railroad.
This is the first of several safety training exercises that Norfolk Southern is offering to first responders. The rail company says it has plans to create a permanent safety training facility here in Ohio. Those on hand today learned about different features on tank cars, valves, the use of an app that can alert first responders to what's on board a train in the event of a derailment. A deputy chief from East Palestine told me he found the class helpful and very valuable. He was hesitant, though, to talk about the events of February 3rd, but he said that the app may not have helped them.
Yeah,
Why so?
It was just too big of an incident. We knew what we had pretty quick off the get-go, so that's when we backed off.
Norfolk Southern says it is committed to doing what is right. This is the first, again, of several safety training events. They plan to build that permanent facility, but there's no timeline and no location that's been selected. In Bellevue, Ohio, Bennett Haberly, 10 TV News.